This podcast deals with disturbing subject matter. Listener discretion and headphones are advised. It's time to open the door to your mind. Sit back and listen to true horror. But be careful of what you allow in. Because it's time to go through the fog.
I'm Dark Hero, and this story is called More Than Sleep Paralysis.
I had a long day at work, a 12-hour shift at a retail store. So when I got home, I crashed onto my bed. I must have been in a deep sleep because I had the wildest dream. I dreamt that something was chasing me through an endless hallway. It was so close I could feel it breathe onto my neck. I pushed myself forward. If I slowed down just a bit, this thing would get me. Running as fast as I could through the darkness. I felt something clasp under my shoulders. Its grip was burning cold, and I screamed. I was back in my bedroom. My entire body felt numb. I looked down to see that my blankets and pillows were gone, and I tried to push myself up. Then I noticed I couldn't lift my body at all. The only thing I was able to move were my eyes. I looked around the room and my gaze stopped short at the entrance to my bedroom door. Standing there at the threshold was a tall and slender man with a wide, toothy smile that stretched from ear to ear. His eyes were forced wide and they were glowing a pale yellow. He made a chattering noise like insects crawling all over each other, and he slowly made his way towards me. I wanted to scream, to move, but he crept closer and closer. Each of his steps sounded like his joints were snapping and breaking, all while his mouth made that disgusting chattering noise. His movement was so forced, like something pretending to be a man. Each body part moved so unnaturally as he began to stretch himself above me. I didn't know what to do. All I could do was just cry as he leaned over me. His body stretched to the point that he was towering over me and my bed. His torso began to slump over, and his head slowly descended to me. His smile was right next to my face, and I felt a hot breath hit me. I'm not religious, but I prayed for something or someone to just fucking save me. Then I saw his arm move, stretched towards me. Despair completely overtook me as I could only watch as it started at my ankle and dragged its appendages over my body. It moved up my leg to my face and it started chattering again. I looked into its face, but all I could see were its yellow eyes and serrated teeth as it smiled at me. He brushed his sharp, claw-like fingers over my face and put one finger over my mouth. The chattering noise stopped, and all I could hear was a deep and guttural shh as it proceeded to sink underneath my bed. Honestly, at that point, I was so scared I think I passed out. Morning came and I awoke. It seemed like I was able to move, so I jumped onto the floor and looked underneath my bed. Nothing. Was it just a dream? I ran to the bedroom and splashed cold water on my face. My body felt dirty and violated. I thought to myself that it must have been a dream, or maybe work had stressed me out. That's when I looked into the mirror and gasped. My reflection was smiling, ear
To ear.
Through the Fog is recorded and edited by Intro and outro by Katie Kemp. For more stories, go to www.throughthefog.org. We'll be back in 2 weeks, so keep your eyes on the fog.